Now, what if I told you that these two watercolors could create this entire palette? Today I'm going to explore what happens when we take just two watercolors, a little bit of water, and a little bit of curiosity to see how many beautiful shades we can create. We're going to be swatching from dark through to light and mixing them together. Now, the two colours that I've chosen are Butterfly by Deep Deep Light and Rose Madder by Mijello Mission Gold. You can use similar colours, and I'll give you a couple of suggestions in a minute, but these two colours on their own reminded me very much of the faux vintage flowers that you can see on my desk here in my studio. They reminded me very much of when we see these beautiful wilting flowers in an English country garden, and I thought it would be really lovely if we could just use two colours to see the different complementary tones that we get when we mix them together. So I'm starting off by using a colour called Butterfly. Now, this is by the brand Deep Deep Light, and I think they take their inspiration from the cabbage white. It's a colour that I really haven't seen before, but if you did want to join in with me, you could use something like a buff titanium, which will give you something similar, but of course not the same. I begin by mixing a colour in its thickest form, just by one wash, and then adding a little bit of water each time. Now, if you've been with me a minute, you'll have seen me use this many times when I'm swatching out my colours. It does help me match my colours to my subject that I'm painting. But this week I'm using it for a different purpose, just as a kind of reference guide, so that I can see these colours, how they look when they're swatched out, and of course mixed together. But the first thing I'm going to do is mix them on their own. Rose Madder is up next, and I'm adding as much pigment as I can to the mix so that I can get the paint onto the watercolour paper in a smooth and gentle mix, on a smooth and gentle slide on the paper there. I don't want this to be a wash that is sticking to the paper. I want it to be smooth and with a really true smooth transition. So it is important that you get used to using the correct water to paint ratio. If your paint is too dry, you're going to get those untidy edges where your paint sticks and you get overlaps and overlays. And if it's too watery, then of course you're going to get the different problem where you're not going to get enough paint on. So it's just knowing the right balance. And you can see here that I've got a lovely even wash on my paper. The paper that I'm using, by the way, is Arches. It's a rough surface, and I'm using it in my painting journal, which you would have seen me use quite a lot if you've been here before. I was really intrigued by the beautiful colour of these. These are fake roses, but it doesn't matter. I mean, these are quite an accurate representation of some sort of really old world kind of roses that we see from time to time. So I thought, sometimes we make it too complicated. We're going to be using a lot of colours, but we can just create these colours by using two paints, or as near as we can. So Rose Madder is a beautiful soft pink with a sort of vibrancy to it, and the Butterfly one is a muted kind of yellowish green that is kind of synonymous with the cabbage white Butterfly. So I'm just swatching them out on their own here. I'm not mixing them together, so that I have a good idea of how each colour performs with more water each time. Notice how light that pink is on the end to the right compared to the one on the left. And now this is where the fun begins. We can start to mix them together in different ratios. We can add as much as we want to and as much water or as little water, as long as we can spread it onto the paper. And this is where the fun really begins. So by changing the ratio of paint to water and adjusting how much of each colour that I use, I can create so many different variations from just these two paints. Now, of course, today I'm only using a few swatches, but it does give you an idea of the colour palette that we can achieve. I've chosen Butterfly in particular because of its opacity, mixing it with the Rose Madder, which is of course translucent. So by adding the opacity to the Rose Madder, it just gives it a little bit of something else. We can change, like I said, the ratio of Rose Madder to Butterfly and vice versa, and adding more water will of course give us a lighter tone. I really love doing this because it does remind me that watercolour isn't just about collecting lots of colours. It's really about understanding the colours that you already have and what you can get by mixing them together in different ratios of paint to water. Now, normally on this channel, we do a little bit of watercolor painting, a lot of watercolor painting, as well as a bit of doodling and art journaling and all that kind of stuff. So if you like that kind of content, you may want to subscribe so that you don't miss out every week when I launch or on a Tuesday. We also have a Patreon where we have a lot of free outlines that we normally provide you with on our free tutorials here on YouTube. So all you need to do is head over to Patreon. I've linked it in the video description underneath, as well as on my homepage, and you can join up for free and grab your free outlines, and the video link will be on that outline as well, so that you don't have to go searching for it. Just go over to Patreon, join up for free, and you'll get the outlines and, where applicable, the reference photographs to use as well. They're to help you join in with my tutorials here on YouTube, and I'd love to see you there. But of course, it would be remiss of me not to mention that I do have a paid Patreon where I paint botanical paintings in using watercolor, and you won't find our Patreon tutorials here on YouTube. They are exclusive for my paid patrons, which, by the way, if you are a paid member, you won't have to join up the free membership to get the outlines. You can already get them anyway. So let's just take a little moment to see what you get over on Patreon, and then we can jump straight back into this tutorial. Earlier I mentioned Patreon, which is where I slow everything down and go deeper into botanical painting. Alongside the free outlines, there are 3 membership levels for anyone who'd like more time, detail and guidance with me right here in the studio. Now, Clematis is the core membership tier. This is where I share longer, more considered botanical art tutorials, materials, outlines, reference photograph, in-depth process, so that you can create art that you are proud of no matter what level that you're at. And for those who'd like more personal support, my Rose tier includes everything from the other 2 membership levels, along with one-to-one time with me via video call, individual critique, and a video response made just for you. Magnolia is my monthly mini tier. Now, this includes shorter, more relaxed lessons, things like quick doodles, small studies, podcasts, and informal explorations that fit easily around your everyday life. Remember that if you're a member of the Clematis and Rose tier, you'll also have full access to everything in the Magnolia tier, so nothing is missed. All of the tutorials across Patreon are suitable for all levels. I teach using a learn to paint as you paint approach, so whether you're just starting out or whether you've been painting for years, you can follow along at your own pace. Patreon is also very easy to use now. Everything is kept in one place. You can use the search bar to quickly find the tutorial or topic that you're looking for without having to scroll endlessly. And if you're planning to stay for a while, do take advantage of the annual membership. My Patreon is about making space for depth, learning, and evolving botanical art practice. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, we'd love to see you there. Okay, I'd love to see you over there, and it's a way that you can support my channel. So I'm just going to carry on swatching these out, and I will let you listen to some music rather than listening to me jabbering away, so you can just watch in peace. But you can see the beautiful colour palette that we've got just by mixing 2 colours together. And just think of your colours that you might like to mix, and you can just really kind of go to town on this and just think about just using 2 colours, what you can achieve. And maybe I'll make a little mini series of this. Let me know in the comments below whether you'd like to see that. Right, I'm going to stop talking. I'll let you watch the rest of this in peace. Thank you for joining me in my studio. My name is Ray, and I'll see you soon.